Next up is Eli Groves.
Okay, so my topic was wait, what was it then? No. My topic was the wrongs of human reproductive cloning due to the harmful effects on the clone. So, like how the clone would be treated. First, what is reproductive cloning? It's the creation of an organism that has the same nuclear DNA as another organism. That's basically how it works. They take the somatic body cell with the genes that they want, and then they'll remove the nucleus and fuse the nucleus with the cell, which makes the clone. It's considered reproductive cloning if the embryo is allowed to live, and if they don't allow the embryo to grow and develop, then it's considered research cloning. Started in 1938 with a man called Hans Svedman, who just worked with embryos and just started it out basically. In 1952, they cloned a leopard frog through many attempts with reproductive cloning. 1996, dolly was made, also through many attempts, and since then, many animals have been cloned. There are two main purposes to reproductive cloning. One, for biomedical research, like all the other groups have said, you could develop cures and replacement cloning. So biomedical research, it's any research that aids in any medical field of science. They could improve and evaluate current treatments, develop new treatments, and increase longevity. So by having clones, they could do more accurate tests if they had clones, because they could, they'd have more people to test it on. They wouldn't have to test it on, like, how they do it now or other methods. If they wanted to test, like, a new cure using, like, organs or something, they wouldn't have to wait for like, a donor. The other reason for reproductive cloning, replacement cloning, it's cloning a person or animal that has passed away. It would allow friends or family members to live again. It would work mostly if, like, your pet just died, the chromosomes would still be existent, so it wouldn't be too difficult. They currently in North Korea, they clone cats and dogs already for people. Yeah, and there's speculation that someday it could be applied to humans. So there are several issues that arise when focusing on the well-being of the clone. It wouldn't be able to have unique DNA, so maybe it couldn't feel completely unique. It would be a copy of another person's DNA. It could be, if the clone was made for biomedical research, it probably wouldn't have a lot of freedom or liberty, because it was just made for the purpose of being tested on.
One more minute.
One more? Alright. Self-determination. If the clone is made as a replacement to a pet or a person even, it would just be made, it would have, like, well, those three all fall under, if they were made for as a replacement, it would have a lot of pressure on it to act the same way, perform the same way as the one that is replacing. And establishing identity, it was just made to replace another organism, so it would probably be expected to act the same way, and it has to establish its own identity, which could be really hard to itself. presentation, where does it find most